Cruise ships are floating resorts and time traps. 5 tiny choices decide whether you're relaxing by 1 p.m. or still hunting a table at 2. I'll show you the moves that matter. Buy it before you sail, set up the app in the terminal, skip the buffet on day 1, and zig when everyone zags for pools, shows, and headline attractions. You'll learn the quiet hallway shortcut, the smartest boarding window, and the app tap that kills 2-hour queues. Don't lose your sea day to guesswork, win it back with a plan. 1. Arrive a day early and stay near the port. The safest way to protect your vacation is to land in the embarkation city the day before. Flights run late, bags miss connections, highways clog. Arriving early removes all that stress and turns panic day into a bonus mini vacation. Book a hotel close to the cruise terminal or the main site so you can walk to dinner, grab last-minute toiletries, and sleep without setting 5 alarms. Many port hotels offer cruise shuttles or park and cruise packages if you're driving. There's real upside beyond peace of mind. You wake up on ship day rested, you're at the terminal in minutes, and you board early enough to enjoy lunch and explore. You can also use hotel loyalty points to soften the cost, and choose a refundable rate so you're flexible if plans change. Ask for early check-in, late checkout, and pack a small overnight bag so the rest of your luggage can stay zipped and ready for embarkation. Buy packages before you sail. Lock in the stuff you know you'll use: Wi-Fi, beverage plans, specialty dining, spa, thermal access, even photo bundles before you ever see the gangway. Cruise lines reward early birds with online sales that can be 20–30% cheaper than onboard prices. You also skip the longest day 1 lines. No waiting at the internet desk to upgrade, no hovering at a bar to ask what plan you need, no sprint to the steakhouse host stand hoping for a table. You board, it's already sorted, and your first hour on the ship is lunch and exploring, not paperwork and payment screens. There's a second win: availability. Popular dinner times, limited seat restaurants, and day passes for thermal suites can disappear fast once passengers start booking on board. Pre-purchasing at home means you're choosing, not settling. Most lines let you cancel and rebuy if a better online sale pops up before sailing, so checking your planner weekly is worth it. Screenshot your confirmations so they're handy in the app or your photo roll. Set up the app and make reservations ace. Do this before you leave home. On solid Wi-Fi. Download your cruise line's app, log in, link your reservation, and add everyone in your cabin. Turn on notifications, set a PIN if the app uses one, and add a payment method if required. Preload your profile photo, dietary notes, and preferred dining time. On embarkation morning, try connecting to the ship's network from the terminal. No internet plan needed for most apps. If it works, jump straight into showtimes, comedy club seats, specialty dining, spa slots, kids club check-ins, and marquee attractions to lock in the good stuff before the crowds board. The upside is huge: less waiting, better times, and fewer sold-out screens. Your calendar populates instantly and the app becomes your daily planner with reminders and venue maps. Screenshots are your safety net. Capture every reservation barcode and time in case the app hiccups later or your signal drops. Plan shore excursions in advance. Step off with a plan, decide early whether each port is ship tour, small group independent, or DIY, and book accordingly. Ship-sponsored excursions trade a higher price for peace of mind. If the tour runs late, the ship waits. They're efficient for tender ports and far-flung sites. Independent operators often cost less with smaller groups and quicker pacing. Ideal for quick highlights or wildlife trips. Just vet reviews, confirm insurance, and choose departures that return at least an hour before all aboard on ship's time. DIY gives maximum freedom and savings, but demands research: transit timings, taxi availability, and how far the pier is from the city center. Time is your currency, so read descriptions for hidden transit. Panoramic tour can mean 2 hours on a bus. Buy timed entry tickets for headline sites, and download offline maps for each port before you sail. Screenshot everything: meeting points, contact numbers, and tickets. Pack the night before with a port day kit, photo ID, ship card, small bills, sunscreen, water, hat. Build buffers. Aim to be back at the pier 60-90 minutes before all aboard, especially where traffic or tender queues are common. Save proof of your onboard credits. Treat onboard credit like cash in your pocket, and document it the same way. Before you leave home, make a cruise docs album on your phone. Drop in screenshots of every confirmation that mentions money, booking invoice, travel agent email, promo terms, shareholder credit approval, future cruise credit, FCC balance, excursion receipts, Wi-Fi, dining pre-buys, anything with a dollar amount or reservation number. Take clean zoomed-in shots that show your name, sailing date, cabin, and the credit line. Back it up to the cloud, and if you're a paper person, print a one-page summary and keep it with your passports. The big win is time. If an expected $150 ABC or an FCC carryover doesn't appear by day 2, you walk to the desk once, show proof, and it's fixed in minutes. No digging through email on slow Wi-Fi, no waiting to find it later. You also protect yourself from partial postings, like when a promo splits into bar credit and general OBC. With proof, staff can see the intended type and apply it correctly. Choose a smart payment method. How you fund your onboard account decides whether your cruise feels seamless or sticky. The smoothest option is a major credit card on file. Pros: automatic nightly authorizations, no cash holds on your checking balance, strong fraud protection, easy dispute path, and points or miles on every purchase. It also means 0 lines on the last morning. Charges settle automatically. If your card has no foreign transaction fees, even better for ships that settle in non-USD. Debit cards are the headache. Cruise lines place generous pre-authorization holds to cover possible spending that frees your actual cash. Holds can stack and linger after disembarkation, cramping your budget back home. Unless debit is your only option, skip it. Cash accounts keep you on a strict budget and work well with self-service kiosks to add funds without the guest services line. The trade-off is management. You'll need to top up mid-cruise and visit the desk at the end to collect any leftover balance. Gift cards are similar, useful if you bought them at a discount, but slow to load and refunds, if any, can be awkward. Whichever route you pick, build good habits. Check your running bill nightly in the app or on the TV and flag errors early. Name your card in your wallet cruise only, so you don't accidentally present a debit at check-in. If you carry multiple cards, choose one with travel alerts enabled and no foreign fees. Decline dynamic currency conversion ashore. Families can set individual spending limits at check-in, and some apps let you lock kids' charging privileges with a toggle. The goal is simple: effortless payment all week, no surprise holds, and a clean exit on disembarkation day. Pick the right boarding time. Boarding time sets the tone for your whole trip, so match it to how you like to travel. Early slots, think 10:30, 11:30 a.m. are great if you want every possible minute on board. You'll breeze through photos, book a spa special, grab lunch, maybe even sneak a swim. The trade-off is chaos. Terminals are crowded, staterooms usually aren't ready until 1:30 p.m., and you'll be carrying your day bag for a couple of hours. If you go early, pack smart. Swimsuit, meds, charger, sunscreen, and a light layer in a small backpack so you're comfortable until your cabin opens. Midday arrivals about 12:30, 1:30 p.m. are the easy mode. Lines have thinned, rooms are typically ready, and you can drop bags first, then eat. You lose a sliver of onboard time, but you start calmer and skip the bag drag. Late boarding, last 2 hours of the window, is the most relaxed of all. No crowds, straight to your room, yet you'll miss some first afternoon activities, and the lunch rush may be over in a few venues. 2 extra tips. First, lock your time in the app as soon as check-in opens. Popular slots vanish fast, but you can often modify later if plans change. Second, if you bought a priority program or have elite status, use it. Dedicated lines and earlier room access erase much of the early bird hassle. Bottom line, pick the slot that matches your priorities. Maximum minutes early, minimum stress midday, or quietest start late, and pack a proper day bag so your first hours feel intentional, not improvised. Skip the buffet on day 1, use the dining room. Embarkation buffets are famous for 2 things: mountains of food and mountains of people. On day 1, nearly everyone with a carry-on heads there at once, so you get long lines, hunting for a seat, and juggling plates while your bag bumps every chair. There's a calmer option. Head to the main dining room, MDR, if it's open for lunch. You'll sit immediately, order from a short, fresh menu, and let servers bring everything to you. It's quiet, air-conditioned, and a much gentler way to start your cruise. Service is usually faster than you expect, because the MDR runs an embarkation day express rhythm. Pros of the MDR route: no table hunt, no crowd stress, and you're seated with your carry-on safely by your side. It's a perfect reset after travel. The cons: not every ship opens the MDR for lunch. Hours can be limited, often 12-hour to 1:30, and the menu is smaller than dinner, so fewer choices if you're craving something specific. If the MDR isn't open, think stations, not stampedes. Check the app for secondary venues, poolside grills, pizza counters, the cafe sandwich bar, or a specialty spot running embarkation discounts. These places are typically less crowded, and you'll eat sooner. Grab a window table, breathe, and plan your afternoon while others queue. Quick strategy: before boarding, peek at the app's What's Open list. Walk past the buffet on purpose. If it's slammed, don't wait. Pivot to the MDR or an alternate venue. Starting your vacation seated, served, and relaxed beats balancing a tray in a crowd every time. Quick reset. If this is helping, tap like so the algorithm shows you more of the good stuff. Subscribe for weekly cruise shortcuts, and drop a save time in the comments so I know you're here for smoother sailing. Ready to bank even more minutes? Let's cut the biggest line most people join without thinking. Avoid the guest services line on day. That zigzagging queue in the atrium is where free time goes to die. On embarkation day, everyone tries to fix cards, credits, Wi-Fi, and dinner times at once. The better play is to use alternatives and timing. Start with the app's chat feature. Many lines let you message an agent from your phone and solve most issues without leaving your lounger. For internet problems, head to the dedicated Wi-Fi help desk if your ship has one. Shorter line, faster fix. For dining, speak directly to the restaurant host stand during off hours. They can adjust tables and times faster than the main desk. When an in-person visit is unavoidable, pick dead zones. Late night after the second show, early morning before breakfast, or mid-dinner, are reliably quiet. Priority programs and elite status often unlock a separate, shorter line. Use it. Arrive prepared so the interaction is one and done. Photo ID, booking number, credit card on file, and screenshots of any promised onboard credit or dining confirmations. Keep the request clear and short. One issue per visit gets solved faster than 3 at once. Pros of this strategy: minimal waiting, fewer frustrations, and you spend your first hours enjoying the ship, not the carpet pattern in the lobby. The only con: you'll delay fixing non-critical items until a quiet window. That's fine. If it doesn't stop you from eating, boarding, or entering your room, it can wait. Solve essentials in the app, push everything else to off-peak, and walk past that line with confidence.
Veet lines for big attraction.
Headline attractions stack the longest waits during sea day middays. Think water coasters, race tracks, simulators, ropes courses. The cure is timing plus pre-work. Aim for 2 golden windows, right at opening and during the main dinner rush, about 6,000 and 8,000 p.m. Lines shrink to a fraction, and staff move guests through quickly. On cooler, breezy, or drizzly days, outdoor queues are even shorter. Pack a light layer and go. Before you sail, check the app for waiver signatures. Pre-signing saves minutes at the podium. Height, weight, or footwear rules can turn you around at the gate, so glance at them once and pack what's needed: closed-toe shoes or socks. Port days are not automatically empty. Ship wins. Many attractions close while docked for maintenance or local rules. Read the daily planner so you don't skip shore time only to find a closed sign. If reservations are offered in the app, grab a slot on day 1, then still arrive early. Standby lines move when booked guests no-show. If there's a single rider option, use it. Parties of one fill gaps and cycle faster. Pros: you ride more and wait less, and you free up prime midday hours for pools, naps, or lunch without FOMO. Cons: You'll trade some mealtime flexibility or shift your day slightly to catch those low-crowd windows. Worth it. Snapshot the posted hours each morning, set a reminder 15 minutes before your chosen window, and walk up ready, waiver signed, gear sorted, phone stashed. That's how you turn marquee lines into quick hits, not half-day projects. Learn the ship's fastest routes. Big ships feel like floating cities, and the slow way around costs you minutes every single trip. Spend 20-30 minutes on day one mapping 2 spines, 1 public deck, promenade or the deck with most lounges, and 1 cabin-only deck. Those long, straight cabin corridors are your secret highway from bow to stern, quiet, direct, and rarely blocked. Note any no-through spots where galleys or crew areas break the path so you don't hit dead ends later. Snap a photo of the deck plan by the elevators and keep it in your phone. Circle your cabin, the theater, dining rooms, gym, spa, kids club, and pool stairs you'll use most. Learn the elevator banks, forward, mid, aft. Each serves different venues. If the theater is forward, use forward elevators before showtime. After dinner, switch to aft to reach lounges and late-night snacks. Short hops 1 to 3 decks are faster by stairs, especially right after shows and muster drills when lifts are jammed. On sea days, avoid the main pool stair stack at peak hours and use the next set over. You'll arrive cooler and quicker. Some ships hide orientation cues, artwork facing forward, carpet patterns, or color-coded sections. Use them to keep your bearings. If you're traveling with kids, teach them 1 safe route to the cabin and 1 to the muster station. Post a simple map on the inside of your door. Pros: you shave 5 to 10 minutes off dozens of trips, avoid crowds, and feel instantly at home on day 1. Cons: a short learning curve and a mini walkabout when you'd rather be sunning. It's worth it. Once the mental map clicks, you'll stop wandering, start gliding, and get back lost time you didn't know you were spending. Use priority programs when they're worth it. Priority packages like early boarding, tender priority, dedicated service lines, or reserved show seating can turn a line-heavy cruise into a glide. The value lives in 4 moments: embarkation, skip the terminal shuffle; cabin access, drop your carry-ons sooner; tender ports, beach time instead of waiting room time; and disembarkation, off early to catch flights. Some programs bundle extras: welcome lunch, Wi-Fi, bottled water, which stack convenience with actual dollars saved. They aren't automatic wins. Benefits vary by ship, itinerary, and date, and quantities are limited. If you've booked a suite or hold elite status, you may already get most of the perks. Paying twice doesn't add speed. On smaller ships, or itineraries with few tender ports and generous port times, the time savings shrink. Families on short cruises, guests with strollers or mobility gear, and anyone with a tight flight window see the biggest payoff. Sea-day-heavy megaships also benefit because dedicated lines and reserved seating remove prime-time friction. Do a quick cost-time check. Count tender ports. Note your flight time, and estimate the minutes you'll save. 30-60 at embarkation, 20-40 per tender round trip, 30-60 on disembarkation. If the total saved beats the fee and the bundled perks are items you would buy anyway, it's a green light. Buy pre-cruise. These sell out. Screenshot the benefit list and print or save the confirmation in your cruise docs folder. On board, use the perks deliberately. Show up early to the welcome lunch. Use the dedicated guest services line during off hours, and follow the tender instructions to board the first boats ashore. Pros: fewer queues, smoother logistics, extra hands-free time on day 1 and the last morning. Cons: added cost, inconsistent perks by sailing, and little value overlap if you already have sweet elite benefits. Choose with intention and you'll trade stress for hours you can actually spend on vacation. Book cabins with time-saving perks. Cabins can act like time machines when you pick the right category and location. Suites and ship-within-a-ship areas, the Haven, MSC Yacht Club, Celebrity Retreat, include concierge or butler help, private restaurants, and quiet lounges. That means no waiting for a table on formal night, faster help with show reservations, and a guaranteed lounger without chair hunting. Mid-tier upgrades can save time too: Celebrity Aqua Class, Dining at Blue, Holland America Club Orange, Princess Reserve Collection Mini Suites. Each gives priority or a smaller dining room that turns tables quickly. Location matters just as much. Study the deck plan before you book. If you'll live at the spa and adults-only pool, choose a cabin on that end of the ship to cut daily treks. Families should aim for a line of elevators that run straight to the Lido deck and kids' clubs. Pick a deck sandwiched between two other cabin decks to avoid noise from lounges or the pool above. Close to elevators is convenient, but not directly across from them. A few doors down is the sweet spot. If mobility is a concern, avoid guarantee categories that assign you randomly. Request a specific area instead. Ask your agent or the cruise line which perks actually apply on your ship. Names are similar, benefits are not. Screenshot the deck plan with your targets circled, dining room, theater, gym, and keep it in your photos. Have your steward empty the minibar on day one and use it as a grab-and-go station so you're not chasing drinks before excursions. Pros: fewer lines, shorter walks, faster meals, smoother logistics. Cons: higher fare, perks vary by ship, and a poorly placed cabin can add walking or noise. Choose intentionally and your room will quietly hand you back 30-60 minutes a day. Elevator gridlock. Elevators are where minutes disappear. Embarkation afternoon, post-muster after shows, breakfast on port days, and final disembark. The fix starts with timing. Ride early or late before 8:30 a.m. or after 9:30 a.m. for breakfast, 5 minutes before a show ends to beat the crush, or linger 10 minutes after to ride empty cars. For short hops 1 to 3 decks, stairs are almost always faster, especially between 6-hour and 8-hour in PM, when dining turnover clogs lifts. Pick the right bank. Learn which elevators serve your targets. Forward for the theater, aft for main dining, mid for shops and promenade. If midship looks jammed, walk one bank over. The next set is often clear. Use the one-down ride-up trick. Walk down a deck where cars arrive emptier, then ride up to your floor. When you call a car, press once for the direction you're going. Don't double tap or spam both buttons. Let riders exit fully before stepping in, and move to the back so the doors can close. A tight, fast load beats 3 failed door cycles. Strollers, scooters, or wheelchairs should use designated priority spots. If lines stack up, ask a crew member for assistance. They'll often manage a dedicated car at peak times. Avoid crew service elevators unless invited by staff. If you're carrying drinks or plates, keep one hand free so you're not fumbling and stalling the doors. Teach kids elevator etiquette on day one. Stand clear of doors, no button mashing, and hold the rail. Pros: smarter timing and routing can save 5 to 10 minutes per ride, multiplied across the week. Cons: a bit more walking, planning, and patience. Combine stair sprints for short distances with targeted elevator banks for long hauls, and gridlock stops being part of your vacation. Ship time versus port time mix-up. Time is where cruisers get burned, because ship time doesn't always match the local clock in port. Many lines keep the same time for the whole voyage to simplify operations, even when you sail across time zones. Ports, taxis, shops, and independent tours run on local time. That mismatch is how people miss all aboard. The rule that keeps you safe: live your entire day by ship time, then translate to local time only when you must. Set your phone to airplane mode the night before arrival and turn off set automatically in date and time. Phones love to auto-jump to local towers in port, which is how alarms fire an hour late. Wear a basic wristwatch or set a small travel clock to ship time and don't touch it. Screenshot the daily planner with the all aboard printed on it and make it your lock screen. Put a sticky note by the cabin door: ship time 5:30 p.m. back on board. Repeat the time out loud when you leave. It sounds silly, but it sticks. Use the ship's app and stateroom TV channel for the official time. Many ships also print time changes on a card at evening turndown. When booking independent tours, tell your operator, "We're on ship time, currently 1 hour ahead of local. Please confirm pickup at 9 hour and ship 8 a.m. local." Build a buffer plan to be back at the pier 60-90 minutes before all aboard, especially in tender ports or places with heavy traffic. Pros: living by ship time keeps you aligned with the captain's clock and protects you from missed ship disasters. Cons: you'll need to translate for local services and ignore your phone's auto time. Keep one device and your brain locked to ship time, and the only thing you'll lose is stress, not your sailing. If this saved you even 10 minutes, tap like so more cruisers find it. Subscribe for weekly cruise tips, and tell me in the comments your biggest time waster or your best time-saving move. Want a perfect next watch? Click on one of these 2 recommended videos and happy cruising.